Different levels, I cannot relate. You never win if you playing it safe. It's all a game until you get played.
The gift that keeps on giving. Tiffany Henyard. I knew it was going to be something. I absolutely knew it was going to be some chaos because she's a chaos agent. But never would I have thought that a fight would break out and her boyfriend would be squabbling with residents in Thornton Township.
Yeah! They squabbling out here now. Yeah!
Earlier in the week, I reported that Lori Lightfoot was getting ready to release her report. That came out, and it basically amplified what she had already initially said about Tiffany Henyard, that she basically ran Dalton Township and Thornton Township like a SAR, and she ran through all their money, $6 million in debt. Let me correct myself, $5.2 million now, because they have been able to get $800,000 in debt taken care of. But at the Thornton Township City Hall meeting, it went down. So let's take a look and see what just happened.
Private Cheryl, there have been no reports of any serious injuries or arrests in this incident, but there was real fear and disbelief in that room as divisions within Thornton Township government exploded into violence. It happened during public comment, fists flying in a moment of chaos that residents described as disgraceful.
That should never happen. I just couldn't believe that it came to that.
Moments earlier, activist Jedediah Brown had called Supervisor Tiffany Henyard an expletive, and when he appeared to walk toward her, supporters jumped in. The result, an all-out brawl that multiple witnesses say involved Henyard herself.
It was one thing when the guys were fighting, but when she jumped in it, I was just taken aback. I was floored.
She jumped in, she hit her head on the table, so I don't know, she may be injured.
Brown was carried out by security, and police were called. But it wasn't over. It took several minutes for tempers to finally cool. Before the fight, there was plenty of verbal sparring. At this first meeting since trustee Stephanie Wiedemann was selected to fill a vacancy on the board at a meeting last week of township electors, ending a political standoff over the position that led to a government shutdown. With Wiedemann, the board finally able to approve the township's tax levy ordinance and insurance, ending the shutdown.
The township will be reopened tomorrow. We will go back to operating our vehicles. All our buses will be out and running.
The board also defying Henyard, voting to put on leave with pay 2 of her associates and to hire independent auditors to probe their work.
That ain't right.
But the abrupt, violent end to the evening leaving residents upset. This meeting to do the people's work marred by ugliness.
Yes. What else do the Thornton Township residents need from Tiffany Henyard at this point? I don't even know what to say. I mean, this is just completely distasteful. The fact that you're an elected official and you decided to get yourself into an altercation. The guy, Jedediah Brown, he's been, I guess, trolling her or showing up to township meetings, expressing he's an activist in the area, and he's been expressing his displeasure with her for over the last 3 years since she's taken office. And he made it known again. And I think that is, kind of indicative of what's going on up there in that area. The Chicago political scene is an absolute shit show. If it ain't Tiffany, it's Brandon Johnson. The residents just they go to the ballot box in Thornton next month. She's not on the ballot. They made sure to get her off the ballot. They did that by a measure earlier, which she filed a lawsuit and lost last week. So she has to be a write-in candidate. And I don't think there's enough support for her in Thornton Township at the moment to even get her on the ballot, let alone as a write-in candidate that she would get enough people to come out and vote for her. The FBI is already probing her. Lori Lightfoot's report, millions in debt, wasteful spending, abuse, credit card fraud, using one township's credit cards to pay off debts in another township. The FBI just need to go ahead and conclude their report. Go ahead and do the residents up there a favor. Go ahead and arrest her and go ahead and charge her with being a corrupt politician. That's all that's left to be said about this. There is nothing else that can be said that can do anything to help her at this juncture, because last night was probably like the tipping of the iceberg. It's been going up that path for a while, and it just erupted. I mean, every township meeting, no matter whether it's Thornton, whether it's Dalton, all of them end in chaos. They either not having the meetings because they don't have a quorum to get them done, or either she's sitting up there arguing and fighting with other city council members, and they just join the meetings without getting any of the bills signed. I don't see how a city can operate or a township can operate where childish antics is being played out every single day. This is like a episode of one of the Housewives shows, and it's starring Tiffany Henyard. She's the star in the show. And I guess, this is made must-see TV because we keep reporting about it. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think after last night's debacle in Thornton Township. I'd love to hear your comments. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. And as I said, always keep it culture.